Hi everyone, Hannah here. So I wanted to show you what you will receive in the September-October Mixed Media Junk Journal. This month has flown by for sure. So I wanted to go ahead and show y'all what you will receive. Now I've been getting just some random books. In I guess one of the last videos I showed or several months ago, I was talking about I was getting books at Goodwill. Well, then I wasn't really finding anything at Goodwill for the July-August boxes. So I was able to go to the Dollar Tree and find some books. And then for this month's release, haven't been able to find any at the Dollar Tree, and the Goodwill doubled and tripled on their price of the books. So our library by the house has recently opened back up, and so they sell used books, and they've really got some neat books, just all kinds. So I went there and bought some, and that's what I've been sending out for this month. And so and I'm trying to get just kind of general type books. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard. So if you do get a book that you find offensive, you know, please forgive me. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to find, you know, a generic, universal book, if you will, you know, that anybody can use. So this was one of the books, and it's just talking about the universe. And then I've got some other books that I have purchased. You know, just, you know, like self-help books or diet books, or this one's about golfing, just kind of random stuff, which I find pretty interesting myself. Sometimes I like to read some of, you know, parts of the book as I'm going through and altering it. You know, I get interested in some of it. So anyway, you'll receive a book, and whenever you open it up, you'll get some mulberry different pieces of mulberry paper, and you might not get these exact colors, but you'll get 3 mulberry pieces. And then we've got our fabric here, beautiful fabric. We had some pieces that were left over from last month's. I absolutely love this fabric. We have at this time of the month already run out of it for the Mixed Media Junk Journal boxes. So we are doing this fabric here, which also coordinates really well with, you know, the color scheme that we're going with. So you'll get one of those fabrics. And then also we've got a big piece of tissue paper here. I think this is got to be the biggest piece of tissue paper that I have sent out in the kits this month. This thing is huge. It is really big. You've got this section here, and then this section, and then let me see if I can fold it. Then you've got this section. So it is a pretty good piece that I am really excited about using, you know, in this box, because there's so many different pieces of this that you can, you know, just tear off or cut off and glue down. So I'm really excited about it. And so you'll receive that. You'll also receive a stencil. It's just a random selection of stencils. Everybody's going to get a different stencil. Some of these are a pretty good size. So you know, it'll just kind of go all the way down the page. Some, it's maybe a smaller stencil, but it might have some different leaves or different flowers in it. So it kind of gives you some options, you know, when you're maybe painting you know, or using the shimmer mist and spraying on there. It kind of gives you some options there. So that's what you'll receive in, you know, inside the book whenever you open it up. And then also we've got a bottle of Mod Podge, palette knife, paintbrush. Now I know that earlier this month I did a reveal video for the French Countryside collection, and I had mentioned that you know, the customers that subscribe every month to the Junk Journal and the scrapbook and the mixed media and mini mixed media, that for this month you would not be receiving the glue or the paintbrush and palette knife. You would be receiving some other items instead. Since this box is an every other month box, you know, I'm thinking you might need a new paintbrush or palette knife or another bottle of glue. If you don't, you could always message me and let me know, hey, I have a ton of glue. Can you send something else instead of a bottle of glue? You know, or instead of the paintbrush and palette knife. And I'll do that. You know, I can put some extra goodies in there if you've already, you know, you're pretty good stocked on your glue and your paintbrush and palette knives. We can do that. But if you don't message me, then you will receive this. You'll also get a shimmer mist. And I don't know if I went over the colors or not of what we're doing here. One of the colors is Robin's Egg Blue. And the other color, you know, I don't remember. It's a red color, but I don't remember the name of it. But I've been sending those out too, so y'all have been getting those as well. We are doing Rose Gold Wax Paste this month. This is like my favorite color. I just love rose gold. And then you'll also be getting a jar of Ultramarine liquid acrylic paint. This is some highly pigmented, very concentrated paint, and it works like a watercolor where you just, you know, gonna add some water, mix it around, and that's how we used it for the July-August boxes when we sent out the burnt sienna. And that's how we will be using this. It's really, really pretty. I just love the blue color. And of course you can tone it down. I mean, if you paint it just like it is straight on there, it's going to be very, very dark. So if you want it lighter, you just, you know, add more water to it. And then also you'll receive the journaling cards. So you'll get one of each of the 15 journaling cards. And you'll also receive 5 die cut pieces, cardstock die cuts, cute little images. And then you'll also get some vellum pieces as well. And then you'll get a washi tape. We've got some new floral washi tape that we've been sending out, some new designs. And I'm really loving them. And then you'll also get 6 flowers, just random colors and style of flowers and sizes. You know, just giving you some more options. You know, I like to glue like a little flower in the corner on the edge of something. And so you've got some different sizes here to play with. And then for the buttons, you'll just kind of get a random mixture of buttons here. We've got some regular buttons. We've got, this is more like a bead, but it is really cool looking. It's a little leaf and got a little flower. So you might get that, or you might just get just some other color of buttons, just kind of a random selection there. And then you'll get a couple of tickets. And then we've also got some lace, and this is kind of like some mesh yarn. And so you'll be getting these items. The lace is kind of varied on what you will receive, but this is what is going out, what has been going out this week. So really super excited about the kits. I'm loving the theme for this month. It's kind of a jump start before we get into our Thanksgiving fall themed kits for next month. So I thought this was a good transition, into that. So really excited about that. If you want to stay tuned for we're going to go ahead and jump into the first tutorial where we thin out our book. So if you are wanting to learn how to do that, then you can go ahead and just stay tuned and we'll get right into that. So I'm going to start thinning out my book. I'm taking off the slip cover, but I'm going to save it because I might end up incorporating it into our altered book. So with thinning out, I count out 5 pages and then count out another 5 pages that I will cut out of the book. And I just keep doing that until I get to the end of the book. So now that I'm done thinning out my book, I'm going back to each section where you can see where I tore the pages out, and I'm adding some glue down along that place where I tore the pages out, and then I'll make some kind of a pocket or divider that covers up that part showing where the pages have been torn out. And basically it just helps to keep your book intact, in case maybe there's a page that that I accidentally cut into. At least by gluing it down and then gluing over it, it helps keep it intact. And it also makes a nice pocket, to put your ephemera in, or pictures, tickets, receipts, whatever you want, this book to be for. So it's a good way of making a pocket as well. So I'm going to keep gluing it, until I get back to the beginning of the book. And again, I'm just making different pockets or dividers. And if you have any questions about this process, please feel free to let me know. And I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial for the part 1. Thank you so much for watching.